What if heaven isn't what they told you? What if there's a book, forgotten, buried, banned, that describes heaven in such terrifying detail it had to be erased from history? Not for the lies it holds, but for the truths no one was ready to hear. Stick around, 'cause what comes next, no one's ever told you.
Man's idea of heaven was tamed. Fluffy clouds, baby angels, off-key harps. But this forbidden book, it shows something else. A living structure, moving layers, divine gears in motion. There's no peace up there, just structure, surveillance, and judgment. These visions didn't come from monks in prayer. They came from men in trances, terrified, overwhelmed, spirals of conscious light, beings that seemed to bend time with their gaze. Not glory, but fear, power, and a presence heavier than matter. And here's the kicker. Some of these visions didn't come from religious folks. They came from physicists, artists, even people in near-death experiences, all describing the same thing: a burning throne, layered voices, and entities that don't ask who you are. They just decide.
Nobody ever questions why some books vanished. They just accept it didn't make the canon. But this one, it was buried, literally. Copies burned, readers silenced. Why? Because it described heaven with details no preacher dared say out loud. It spoke of beings with multiple faces, wings that didn't flap, but spun like wheels of fire. A heaven ruled by ranks, castes, halls of judgment, and living archives. Not a paradise, a living machine. And here's the creepiest part. It claimed heaven's watching us constantly, not like a loving force, like a system, a conscious structure that measures, weighs, and only reacts when someone crosses a line. Maybe that's why the book got wiped off the map. What's terrifying isn't just what's inside this book, it's that it's not alone. Other texts, centuries apart, describe the exact same heaven. The Apocalypse of Peter, the Book of Enoch, Gnostic scrolls buried in the Egyptian desert. They all tell the same story in different tongues. How can identical visions show up in cultures that never met? The burning throne, beings with eyes all over, halls of judgment, showing up in both Qumran scrolls and Russian mystic writings. This isn't coincidence, it's spiritual recursion. Some say archetypes, others echoes of a dimension only few can access. But some believe these books weren't written, they were dictated by something that reveals itself only to those on the edge of time and eternity. What they saw, no one's teaching in Sunday school. Some say this book wasn't banned for theology, but for strategy. That it didn't threaten faith, it threatened structure. Scholars claim it revealed spiritual tech, dimensional gates, and entities mistaken for angels, guardians of something far bigger. These beings weren't singing or glowing. They came with seals, codes, astral maps, moving across layers of heaven like data packets through divine servers. And it gets weirder. Some ancient prophets might have known how to access it, as if heaven had protocols, and they had the key. Bolder theories tie all this to modern phenomena, secret experiments, frequency hacking, even neural chips. What if heaven, as this book describes, is a system of consciousness and someone's trying to decode or replicate it? Maybe prophecy and science aren't as far apart as we thought. If this book's right and heaven is a living system, not a final destination, everything changes. Heaven's not the end game. It's a government, active, timeless, with commands, missions, and divine protocol. Nothing passive, everything aware. That means Earth isn't a test site, it's under surveillance. Every action, every choice, every thought echoes into the invisible, like we're constantly under review by entities that don't speak. They log, permit, or block. And here's the twist. This realm isn't far off. It's layered over ours, not above, around. Hidden by design, yet always interacting. That makes this heaven not about the afterlife, but about right now. It's already in motion, and it's watching.
At the end of the manuscript, there's one line no pulpit ever quoted. A warning from the author himself right after describing heaven's appearance. If you reveal this with precision, you will be silenced. No mention of who, just silence. After that, no more letters, no notes, no followers, just disappearance. As if what he wrote crossed a boundary, as if there was a line and he stepped over it. But now, the book resurfaces, digitized, translated, circulating in shadows, and with it, one chilling question. If these visions are real, who's making sure we never find out? And why? Maybe what's coming next is even more disturbing.
If this is all real, then heaven was never a reward. It was a secret. A system that watches, records, and shuts down unauthorized access. And maybe, just maybe, some of us have read what we weren't supposed to. So let me ask you, why would anyone risk everything just to describe heaven? Drop your thoughts below and get ready, because the next video goes even deeper.